I'm not singing no EXO. You ain't hear that. You ain't hear EXO. We don't sing EXO here. That's not what we do. You didn't hear that, and if you did, no, you didn't. I gotta get that song out of my head. Join the conversation. Today we're going to discuss BTS recruitment strategies. We're going to discuss BTS fandom recruitment strategies. Welcome. Join the be a part of the conversation. Join today. Let me see if I can hear this. Join today and become a part of the conversation. Scoop, 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 scoop. I don't feel like having my headphones in, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with this echo. Y'all are just gonna have to deal with this echo. BTS ARMY is an MLM scheme. You see, the more BTS ARMYs you recruit, the higher your rank becomes on the BTS ARMY pyramid. And the more armies that you've recruit, the higher they then become. Until eventually, you and all of your friends who have gotten in on the ground floor reap the benefits of your efforts by becoming premium BTS ARMY members. When you're a premium BTS... I'm about to play Butter, give me a second. When you are a premium BTS ARMY member, you get specific ARMY benefits, including 10,000 followers on ARMY Twitter, an ARMY YouTube channel, a special BTS McDonald's meal. All of this could be yours. I'm not hearing it. Oh, poop in my chute and scoot in my foot. Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Why is it not? Why am I not hearing it? Why is it just not working? What's going on, bro? Something went wrong, okay. What's going on? Pressing on this computer, okay. What the hell? I'm paying $100 a month for my premium BTS package. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll melt your heart into two. Okay. Smooth like butter. like a criminal undercover. Hop like trouble, making you sweat. I don't remember that part. Oh, when I look in the mirror. It's not working. I have to. Smooth like. My friend activity is indicating that apparently somebody who is a Facebook friend of mine is listening to our competition on the Hot 100 this week, and I'm gonna have to unfriend them. You're gonna get blocked. That's not how we do it over here. In BTS ARMY, you make the choice. You take your chance, etc., etc. All right, here we go. Just tired of having headphones in my ears. A soft block, a hard block. Hard. Granite. Elliot, what is this new voice? This is the voice that I'm going to be using for video essays from now on. It's a well-rounded voice that feels as if it gives off a sense of urgency and yet a patient realization of reality. Why is Spotify fucked up? The Spotify application not respond. Well, suck my dick. What the fuck? Spotify just not working for me. This is crazy. Spotify application is not responding. Well, I'm gonna have to just start playing some instrumentals then. Off of YouTube. Homework edits. And then I'm gonna do what real gangsters do, which is stream from my phone with the headphones attached. So you may be able to faintly hear the sounds of butter in the background. Should I go Apple Music or Spotify? I'll go Apple Music because fucking anything but Spotify at this point. I'm gonna play something from I'm gonna play some Shiesty Season first, and then switch over to butter. Remind me to keep playing butter every 2 seconds. Every 5 minutes. Remind me to check my phone. Use the browser. Use the dick. But I will be taking donations for songs if you guys want to play. I actually ate 16 nuggets. What's up, everybody? Oh, there's an NBA action. Thanks for reminding me, guys. There's some NBA action going on. Not even 7 nuggets. I swear to God, y'all, that joke was not funny the first time y'all said it. Was the BTS meal 613 where you live? No, it was not. It was like a lot more than that. Hell yeah, Elliot King streamer. Hell yeah, Elliot King streamer. King streamer. Oh my god. No, guys. It's me, Sharon. Oh, my Australian accent is poopy doo doo. John Morant. Ugh. Well, I thought it was funny. Well, you were wrong. What's up, everybody? No. I laugh because you're funny, Nora. Darby and Nora always got each other's backs. No, mate. I just feel like Elliot is the king streamer. It's me, Sharon, the kangaroo. Yo, the British people get mad over it. Nothing. Like, I get that motherfuckers really dogpiled and ratioed that young woman or young man or young non-binary person. I didn't get a chance to see their gender identity. For saying chips. I understand that occurred. However, was it concurrent? Like some of the things you make a joke about fucking you guys said chips instead of fries, and they'll be like, well, at least 9/11 didn't happen to us. And it's just like, what? Where did this come from? Bro, the way that non-US armies talk reckless about US armies is just wild. As if we were the ones who sanctioned Israel, like who sanctioned, or who is sanctioned the correct term? As if we are the ones who like invented war in the Middle East. Like, what did we do? Like, it's just like, I can't believe you motherfuckers added systemic racism. You guys created systemic racism. That's terrible. Like, what? You created it, colonizer. Now that we're here. The shit people argue about and the lengths they go to argue it, like the dramatics, the acrobatics, the violence that people do on Twitter just for arguing some random innocuous shit. Like, we could be in here just talking about fucking British people talk funny, and all of a sudden it's just like, now we gotta debate geopolitics. Like, what is going on, bro? Yo, crazy, man. Where, like, it's some non-US armies today talking about like bringing up the Grammy night or whatever. What? Just because we're not streaming enough in your mind? Like, eat my ass. Like, what the fuck? Torch instead of flashlight? That's wild. We say chips in Nigeria. Yeah, there you go. It's England. It's colonization, man. The way that honestly, if I find, like, I know we have a lot of viewers here that are non-US armies, and frankly, I distrust you all. Like, I just feel so scared to be around non-US armies because y'all start saying some wild, like, your fan bases, the presence of evil in non-US, I mean, I guess in US armies too, but like, folks are always talking about like, oh, white me's and stuff like that. And yes, we need to eradicate white me's, but the way a motherfucker from Latin America will pull up and be like, you deserve to die because you didn't retweet enough about streaming butter and Spotify. Like, okay, you need to worry about fucking y'all. Like, just start bringing in fucking geopolitical shit for no reason. For no reason. That's why you invented police brutality. Like, what's going on? It's terrible, man. It's genuinely terrible. Shit that people do on Twitter is just genuinely so out of pocket that at some point you just had to like laugh, bro. Anti-struggles. Yeah, well, antis aren't the only ones struggling, apparently. $1 donation from Nora. You're telling me Americans don't use kettles? You say only a shrimp fry this rice is also play. Do you think it makes sense? Okay, I'll play. Do you think it makes sense? I'll do what you guys say and use the browser. But first, let me check something. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll use the web player. It's just wild. What's a white meat? A white army. We need to get rid of all of y'all. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, bro. It's been great. I'm not advocating for the mass execution of all white armies. I mean, we are just 15 minutes into this stream. I haven't even gotten into my spiel yet, and I'm already canceled. That's fucked up. But So my thing is like, Brazilian armies are great though. I mean, you ain't seen the Brazilian armies that I've seen on Twitter. Nah, I've also seen a lot of great Brazilian armies, so you're right. But then B Army is on Twitter. All of y'all are, that's what I'm saying. Like, Twitter is a great place to see the worst representations of every color and like every human being. Like all the worst of all human beings is always displayed. Like when you go on Army Twitter, it's just like you find the worst people from each part of the world, from each interest, from each designation. Like it's just wild. And I don't mean to say worst people as in like, oh, they're terrible people. I mean like the behaviors you will see will be embedded in your brain to where you're just like, man, do I want to go to the Dominican Republic? Like, jeez. Maybe I don't want to go to Vietnam. You know what I mean? And it's just like, obviously it has nothing to do with Vietnam. But it's just, you see the wild, because you see a lot of, first of all, a lot of the worst parts of those countries reflects like the ways in which like colonization and imperialism and I had to make shit real deep for a second. Like the ways in which like capitalism, imperialism affects these different countries and their cultures. You see parts of that reflected in different and a lot of different parts of those audiences, man. So where like you just don't know sometimes when it's like they're gonna pull up. Some of the best though, but you don't see the best on Twitter. You do not see. You will find the best of armies in general, but not on Twitter. Not on Twitter. You will find the best of armies in concerts. That's when you find the best stuff. That's when you see the best of our humanity. Going on Twitter, nope. Because Twitter is just like that for everybody, bro. It's not an army Twitter thing either. It's Twitter. Twitter, you would just, if you want to figure out, if you want to hate a group of people or a particular interest group, a particular fandom, whatever, just go on Twitter. Just go on Twitter, and you'll find a way. You'll eventually, it won't take too long, bro. It won't take too long. Oh, Comedian Reacts is here. Oh my goodness, what's up, Comedian Reacts? Comedian Reacts reacted to one of my videos. I didn't get a chance to see his reaction, but thank you for pulling up. I'm surprised to see you here. What's up to everybody? But yeah, man, going on Twitter, sometimes going to a vertical lets you see the worst as well. That's true, but I don't know if that's true about armies. I've never heard of a person who has gone to an army event and was like, God damn, that was horrible. You know what I mean? Like to a BTS concert, to an event, whatever, and been just like, wow, I found the worst. Like I've seen people get like, there's been like some problems and some drama or whatever, but like minor stuff basically, not stuff where it's just like, jeez, you know, like people don't get jumped. You know what I mean? Like it's just, usually everybody's just focused on the positive element, you know. It's when you really get to know a person's inner thoughts that's when you start to really despise them, I think. Matcha Fields. Why do you feel about the masculinization BTS has been doing when they used to make music against these institutions like Bepse? I mean, that's a very pointed question. It's a very pointed question. How do I reconcile that kind of thing? I don't think BTS have ever said we'll never work with like massive institutions, because they've been working with massive institutions from day one. Their music was always on massive streaming platforms. They've always had to work through MBC and all these different corporations in Korea. They've always partnered with different, you know, it's a partnership. The reality is that they are massive artists, and in our system of capitalism, it's what happens. So I don't see it as a problem, because I don't see anything that BTS does as being like out of the norm or out of balance, where it's like, wait, y'all went there, like you didn't need to do that kind of thing, you know. Do I feel like, of course, like, do I like McDonald's or whatever, like, oh, like I support McDonald's now because I love BTS? No. And I think ultimately BTS still managed to bring that sense of critique and critical thinking into their music while still partnering with these institutions to try to get, good things across. It's like a compromise. And in life, people make compromises. That's the thing. It's just a matter of what you're willing to compromise. And what I'm glad to see is that BTS are never willing to compromise their happiness and their interest in spreading positivity and making art that resonates with them. So also, Bepse is like more so about generations. Yeah, like Nadine says, Bepse is more about wealth and systems of wealth and generations. And so really I was thinking about Bepse just now. It's just like a really fucking sick thing, But that's the thing. It's just like, even if BTS were somebody like Rage Against the Machine, right? where they've never been like this, like to that level, but to be a group that's staunchly like anti-capitalist, anti-institution, revolutionary politics in every single record, actively saying fuck every part of the system, telling stories about people who have been completely destroyed by the system and rebelling against it, saying fuck the police, saying fuck all that shit, right? Even if BTS were Rage Against the Machine, Rage Against the Machine still worked under major music labels. Like they decided that was a compromise they had to make, and they've had critiques from people on the left who were like, well, you still put money in those pockets of those institutions, like they still. Then they do like Coachella. Like, this is just stuff that happens, bro. It's the compromises that you make in order to try to spread something for a larger goal. I think that I think BTS are like, they've had some anti-capitalist messages, but they're not also like, again, they don't sit there and say like we're anti-capitalist artists. Like, that's not. We don't even know their internal politics that well, so. They don't sit there and tell you, they don't sit there and try to like act like they're gonna lead the socialist revolution. They're just, Marxism has some good ideas. Capitalism is pretty bad. Just regular stuff. Yeah, we all have to kind of participate in capitalism, of course. What's up, Addison? I always miss Addison, bro. Addison is always, yeah, it comes off genuine, right, Darby? Because it's like they're not trying to prop themselves up. They really give you the feeling of being people that are just sorting through these ideas and commenting on them the best that they can, while struggling with their own internal dialogues, that kind of thing. It's not extremist. I mean. That'd be cool. Listen, man, for my personal taste, like, BTS, if they were tomorrow to just be like, so we're just going to put all of our records on Bandcamp from now on, or just like we're gonna have a website, and if you want to listen to our music from now on, you have to download our music from our website, and we're taking away all partnerships with all major corporations. We're going completely independent, and we're donating all of our proceeds to mutual aid funds. And we encourage you to read these foundational Black socialist texts. If BTS were like, we're going full radical leftist for some reason, which is not going to happen, but if for some reason that was their move, like, I would be down for that, sure, but like, that's not their goal, and they don't have to do that. People don't have to do that for me to respect them and for me to love them, People often have an exaggerated view of BTS's responsibility in the social issues they comment on. I guess since they're very larger than life, people see them as big. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, what happens is when somebody for whatever reason is sort of purported and like positioned as like the good force, everything that they do gets questioned a lot by society and by politics for a lot of different reasons. A lot of it is just FUD, a lot of it is genuine questions, a lot of, when you're a person who's just innocuous and just chilling and not trying to be like actively positioning yourself as like the good thing, you don't get questioned like that. But because BTS have been put in that position where they're seen as that like overwhelming force, and people feel like they're this overwhelming positive force, and have given them credit for doing these different things, now everything is put under that lens to criticize them under, where it's like, well, you could have done this, you know. That's always what happens, you know. Like if you're in when you're in a situation sometimes in you know, I don't know how to compare it, but maybe like if you're in school and you're like the highest achiever or whatever, like motherfuckers that are getting like B's and C's are gonna be telling you like, well, you should have, you know. I don't know how to make a real comparison, but that's basically what I'm saying, you know. Like whenever you're the most, if you ever decide to do good things and get like, you know, a good reception for it and get like a lot of acclaim for it, attention, whatever, there's always gonna be like this outpouring of incredible amounts of stress and backlash on everything that you do. You know, that's just how it is. Yeah, I'm sure that they have different views on socio-political things, but I also feel like they're all generally pretty much in the same direction. So, because all of them have had moments where they've really kind of seen like come off as like pretty progressive, let's say. And again, like when we talked about the Hosok lyric from Ma City, like this past week, like that was one of the things. I feel like my voice is coming in so crispy right now. Is my audio good? Hit the like button if my audio is good, y'all. Hit the like button and give me a thumbs up in the chat, because I feel like my audio is crispy right now. But yeah. Well, I'm surprised to see how Arm and Yoongi have always been so openly anti-homophobia. Yeah, I mean, the whole group is quite obviously anti-homophobic. You know, and RM and Yoongi, they are people who will talk about the things that they feel, you know. They're people who will talk about, you know, they'll talk about, if there's an issue that they have thoughts on, they'll really write it. All right, let me play Do You Think It Makes Sense real quick for Nora and say hello to people in the chat. Yes, let's go. What's up, everybody? What's up, Infinite 64 Ages? This is the roll call. We're shouting out names. Say hello if you want to be said hello to. What's up, Idalise? What's up, Jaden? What's up, Dismiss Me? What's up, Nora? Loba, Tiramisu, Rowan, Jaden. I said your name twice. Darby, hello. Comedian React, hello. Harley, what's up? Jenny, what's up? Megan Joy, what's up? Carolina, what's up? Amandalane, hola. Moni Muppet, what's up? Stephanie Love, hey. Professor said, hey. Selena Flows, hey. Idalise, what's up? Rihanna, what's up? Camille G, hey. Farquad's bestie, hey. What's up, Emma? What's up, Anusha? What's up, Moon7? What's up, Sharon? What's up, Victoria? What's up, Angelic? What's up, Manix Lim? What's up, Tiramisu? R.E. Chronic? What's up, Addison? Via Youngbird? Nia L. La H. Zephania Sainta. Nadine Sammy, you're studying? Awesome. AD23, Mono John, Andrea L, hey, Annalise, what's up? Ana Laura Gallardo, what's up? Needy Thomas, what's up? A lot of folks in the chat today. MG Masola, Danica Ona, Yvonne U, 4 o'clock, hey, Pop Wheels TV, hey, Infinite 64 Ages, hey, Sad Bye Girl, hello, hope you're not so sad today. What's up, Sindra J? What's up, Mariana T? What's up, Emily D? Y'all are all doing the first name, last initial thing, huh? Okay. Raha Fish, hey. Leah Deli, hey. Day Teed, or Day Ted. Ted. Daytheed. What's up, D? What's up? Tell me how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. What's up, Naromioni? What's up, Daniela? Mena Ibrahim? What's up, Infinite 64 Ages? Again. What's up, Brisaida? Andrea L. Eva Fiero? What's up, Elise? What's up, Bang Wen I? Bang Wen Hi. What's up, Sayer? What's up, Louise? What's up, Heart Station? What's up, Yvonne Yu? What's up, Nublet 864? A Nets and Raquel Castillo. Oh, you guys remind me to I've been playing the whole Pooh Shiesty album on my phone, and I forgot to play Butter. Here we go. Streaming on Apple Music on my phone. Yeah, no problem, Idalisa. That was my bad. That was my bad. It was not your bad. What's up, Panda Express? Hey. I'm using my web browser. The gender neutral lyrics just give me life. Who cares about you? How's your day? Where do you go, Bear? Getting buckets, I see. Oh, that's that Derek Favors. That's really. What's up? Abigail Carmon, Pop Wheels TV, Elia Manesh, Sad HBH Cosgrove, Katiko. Hi, listening while falling asleep. Excellent. Hot like summer. Can we discuss how insane Vocal Line was for that song? Vocal Line has some outstanding performances. 50, 60, 70 points. 70-point outings. Let Me Know is in that list as well. Highlight them. Could I ask for some encouragement? I've got a bunch of final assignments to do and it's feeling so insurmountable. But it's not insurmountable. Take one step at a time. It doesn't matter if you finish a few steps short. What you need to do is make sure that you take one step at a time. Do it the best that you can. Try not to spend too much time on it because you want to just get as much done as possible. Get all of it done. But don't pressure yourself. It's just like breathing, man. Just in and out. Just doop, 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 doop. And all of a sudden, you'll be there. But don't think about the ending. Think about the now. Every moment that you have while you're doing it is the now. So focus on that. What's up, Addison? I think they feel pressure to keep a sort of positive yet apolitical image at the moment, but their clear general stances become more clear if you dig into their lyrics even a little. Yeah, I mean, they keep an apolitical image, but they've always kind of kept an apolitical image. It's always just been more in the lyrics themselves where you see what BTS are talking about. You know, in the interviews, they tend to be more reserved about their views and just sort of describing like, this is what we're talking about here, you know. We're always talking about social commentary, because that's what we do as BTS. But we want our music to be open to everybody, you know, etc., etc. We want everybody to feel healed from it. But then you read the lyrics and it's like, you know, Disease is like a critique of work culture, you know. It's all this cool stuff. I love to my beat. Got the heat. I step right love to my beat. Smooth like cool shade, and you know we don't stop. So, yeah, I'm not sick of it either. Honestly, it's just such a fun. The thing about these songs is that they're very catchy, of course, and they're very bright. They don't feel like they're a chore to listen to. They just feel like a snack, you know? It's like eating like barbecue potato chips or something. It's just like, oh, we got some Loud Cabin California instrumentals. This is one of the greatest fucking rap songs of all time, y'all. You need to understand that. Really, really, really understand. This is Runnin' by the Far Side. That's PHARCYDE. Runnin' by the Far Side. The Far Side. This is a great record. Can't keep running away. So yeah, what we're going to do today is basically talk about BTS recruitment strategies. And what I really like the sort of direction that we're in right now in terms of just having a conversation about BTS. So that's basically what we're doing. You know, the BTS recruitment thing is just kind of like a funny way of putting it, but what I'm interested in is if you guys, similar to those questions, so these conversations we're having now, what are some questions that come up in your head as far as things other people ask or things that you think about that, you know, may lead to people's reservations or doubts about becoming a fan of BTS or listening to BTS, giving them a shot? Those kinds of things. Ask them, posit them, you know, posit these ideas, opinions, questions. And I'm going to do my best to respond to them with the best answers possible. And this will show you guys kind of how to have these conversations about BTS with other people in terms of getting them interested or revoking some ideas that they might have. Because ultimately, we're not trying to force people to like music that they don't like. But a lot of people don't know whether or not they're going to like BTS, don't know if they want to try it. And I think everybody should try BTS at some point. It's just such a cool, it's like one of the most important things going on in the world. So they're a boy band though, that's for girls. That's not even physically true too, because first of all, the Beatles were a boy band. Also, tiramisu is, putting these in quotes, I'm obviously not yelling at tiramisu. But on a serious tip, like, let's talk about it. Like, boy bands have never been just for girls. Men have always enjoyed boy bands. If men didn't enjoy boy bands, then motherfuckers wouldn't be belting I Want It That Way at parties, belting Boyz II Men at parties, belting New Edition at parties, belting NSYNC at parties. Motherfuckers wouldn't become super fans of the Beatles. Motherfuckers wouldn't enjoy music by One Direction. Like, those bands especially, people have more distance from them. So because people have distance from them, they like go, oh, well, you know, it's nostalgic. But in reality, they always like those records, and the nostalgia just adds to the factor of them liking the records. But in a lot of cases, first of all, they liked the music when it came out, and a lot of times these dudes don't even feel like they can express it. But second of all, it just doesn't make any sense that any group, no music is for one person. It may be targeted towards certain demographics, but boy bands don't make music just for girls. They make music, and girls are the target demographic of their marketing department most of the time. And in this case with BTS, that's not even necessarily true, because BTS, although their demographics of their audience are mostly women or non-binary women or femme people, let's say, there's a lot of men who are big fans of BTS, and there's a lot of ways that you can listen. There's a lot of music that they make that would be, would go over well in traditionally masculine sectors. So my first answer is, it's not true that boy bands are always are for girls. The second answer is, even if boy bands were for girls, so what? Music is not for one group of people. Music is for people who like music, and if you like the music, then you should listen to it. And my third answer is, BTS are unique within that realm anyway, because they target a lot of different demographics. Anybody can get into their music. It's really just a process of opening your mind and just trying to listen to it. What else we got? You listen to all the songs in Korean? Why? You don't even speak Korean. Motherfuckers listen to songs in Spanish. Motherfuckers listen to songs in Portuguese. People from other countries that aren't English-speaking countries listen to English songs all the time and love them. What makes you so special that you can't listen to a song in Korean? And don't tell me that you don't like anime theme songs. I haven't looked into them, but I don't like their fans. I don't like Red Sox fans, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to, I mean, I don't like Yankees fans half the time. I don't like sports fans. I don't like fans of Drake. I don't like fans of Kanye West half the time, but I still don't delude myself into thinking that those negative experiences I have with certain fans is representative of all listeners and fans of that artist. And I don't also allow myself to miss out on something because I don't like a few of the fans. The fans are crazy. Some of the fans are crazy. You sound like a lecturer on the first day. I have a very, I could have a really great career as a lecturer. I just, I haven't had those doors open for me. And if I did, they probably wouldn't pay that well anyway. So, they'll lose their pride or masculinity. Yeah, exactly. This is all staged, they're manufactured. They're not more manufactured than anything you see in pop music in America. So, if you liked, manufacture is a relative term, man. Ultimately, they're creating the music. They have a huge say in what goes on in the music. They're expressing ideas in their music that's personal for them. They're creating a lot of the different elements that go into it. They have a huge say in the creative process. This is their vision. What they're doing is their vision. And so, no, it's not just some manufactured thing that they have no control over. It's not, some Simon Cowell shit. The makeup seems to be a huge issue. Michael Jackson wore makeup. David Bowie wore makeup. Prince wore makeup. Drake wore makeup in the video with No New Friends. Artists wear makeup all the time. Your problem isn't makeup. Your problem is the way that they wear makeup and the way that they look while they wear makeup, because you think that they look girly, and that's your problem, because you're not accepting that music that comes from girly looking people from Asia and is targeted, and a lot of girls like you think that automatically that means you can't like it. It's not about the makeup. It's about your perceptions of how you'll look if you're into BTS. Slave contracts. BTS aren't in a slave contract, so they don't like Dynamite or K-pop. If you don't like Dynamite, that's cool. That's only one song. If you want, check out their other songs that have there's different genres out there that are cool, that BTS tackle. So if you're into hip hop, there's a bunch of songs you might want to listen to, etc., etc. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. If you don't like K-pop, K-pop is an industry. Does that mean you're gonna dislike everything that comes out of that industry? I don't think that that's the case. BTS are overrated. Yeah, well, overrated is one of the dumbest terms in the English dictionary. Like, everything is overrated or underrated depending on who's rating it. Everybody has different opinions on things. Just make your own. They've done bad things in the past. I don't want to support them. My problem with that is motherfuckers will say shit like that about BTS, but then who are you listening to? Only non-problematic artists? So who's on that list? You know? I think people just don't really think about that too deeply because they're afraid of liking things that people might see them as problematic for. But that's not praxis. That's not politics. Like, that's not you making political action. That's just... And don't get me wrong, if you're uncomfortable with something BTS did and you just don't want to listen to them, that's fine. But don't propagate that as some sort of, like, you know, moral justification for not listening. It's about personal taste depending on what people are doing. And of course also there's conversations about what they actually have done, what they actually haven't done, when it happened, what they've done since, what they've also done, etc., etc. But for me, the most important thing is, like, who else are you holding to that standard, you know? Because I'm not here to convince anybody that anything is not problematic, you know? Their fame is based on their fans' delusion. I mean, we're just going over the same sort of things now. I mean, folks are always hyping their faves up. It's just life. I don't know why a person would, like, oh, we got some Operation Doomsday in here. This is a great fucking playlist. Yeah, Korea Boo. I'm not a Korea Boo, so you're not a Korea Boo just because you like things from Korea. And if you automatically don't like things because they're from Korea, there's a word for that, and it's not Korea Boo. Orientalism in general, fear tears down my yeah, I think that's a fair thing. I don't care for K-pop fandoms. Armies are crazy because they're too invested in Korean boys who don't know them. Parasocial relationships are bad. Fans just know better. It's just an act. I think we are kind of rewording things that we've said basically, but, like, do you like the music or not? Just to check the music out. Let me know if you like it. Fans are gonna be fans. A lot of fans are gonna do things that you don't agree with. You don't let that cloud you and your judgment when it comes to other artists. So why let it cloud you when it comes to BTS? Plus, there's a lot of cool fans out there, and there's a lot of pretty, like, interesting fan behavior that you might even want to be a part of. So instead of closing your mind to it because of some things that you heard somewhere else, engage with the engage with the stuff itself. Engage with the art itself. Look into the ups and the downs of the fandom and see what's for you and what's not, and stop letting other people make their decisions. Like, make your decisions for you. Dark side of K-pop. What does that have to do with BTS? So don't actually apply to me. BTS music is dog shit. I mean, if that's what that's the most valid thing of all the things you guys have listed so far. I was actually asking if you guys wanted to list, like, valid, like, more potentially, like, more interesting stuff than, like, the like basics. But I know the basics are good to get out of the way too. But, like, somebody saying BTS's music is dog shit is 100 times more valid than somebody saying I won't listen to BTS because their music is for girls. Like, if you think that their music is dog shit, that's your opinion. That's not something I have a problem with. But if you're like, oh, that's not for me because it's for girls, then it's like, go away. Obviously, I think that their music is great, and I don't know what you're tripping on if you think their music is dog shit. And a lot of times people will say their music is dog shit, not even give it a chance. So that I always take with a grain of salt, because it's like, have you really listened to their music to where are you genuinely interested in an objective conversation and saying that their music is dog shit, or are you just saying that because of the same shit that other people are saying because it was cringy, whatever. BTS cringe. Kill the part of yourself that cringes, not the part of yourself that is cringe. I want to support my artist, and BTS is the biggest competitor. You can support multiple artists. Someone mocked Dang, I was about to throw hands. Y'all are always worried about what aunties are saying. I'm not talking about aunties. I'm interested in what people who are not fans of BTS who haven't gotten into BTS yet, who are a little bit unsure about it, who aren't maybe don't know if they want to get into BTS or not, what kind of reservations or questions they might have. Their music isn't my thing, too poppy, or the rap sucks. That's music opinions, bro. As long as you, I might debate you like, have you really listened to their music to have that opinion? But if that's really your opinion, then I'm gonna be like, all right. Like, I'm gonna be like, if somebody says that their rapping sucks, I'm gonna be like, have you listened to My City? And if you think the rapping is bad on My City, it's just, I'm like, I don't know if I trust your hip hop opinion, but that's fine. That they're inauthentic. That's very flimsy. Like that can mean anything. It's a little weird that they wear makeup. We're retreading some things. BTS aren't real rappers. What defines a real rapper? People who say they're watered down. I mean, that's a very vague. You'd have to give more detail into what they mean by that. So if somebody said like, "Oh, they're watered down," then I would ask them what they mean by that. I feel like I'm pushy when I want friends to listen. Yeah, you don't want to be pushy. I'm not telling you guys to do recruitment. Like, I'm not telling you guys to put on a purple backpack with a purple Bible and walk around and tell people to. But I'm interested in tackling some of the reservations people have. So let's continue to talk about that. Cause like, I don't go up to people and tell them to listen to BTS. I'll tell you I'll listen to BTS. I'll show you my wallpaper and be like, oh look, it's Taehyung. But like, I don't do all the other shit, you know. I stand right up to my beat. They're gay? I mean, you're homophobic. Like, why would I address that? Why are they so pale? I mean, again, you guys are just naming, like, you guys are just naming hateful things. Like, what do I have to say to hateful things other than that doesn't make any sense? Some people could be scared because there's so much content to go through now. That's a very interesting. I would say, like, just find the things that interest you the most at first and just check it out and see if it floats your boat, and let yourself go on a natural course of things. Don't feel like you have to go through all the things at first. Like, just give it a listen and see what you work with, see what you can't work with, etc., etc. Make 'em clap to this. Make 'em clap to this. Let's see. Peach instrumentals. Here we go. I think it's weird having to defend them to people who think they're being gay. Yeah, exactly. Like, if somebody is like, I don't listen to BTS because they're gay, I'm just be like, what do I have to say to you, bro? Like, you got other problems. Weverse magazine, BTS pop. Weverse is putting that work in. This is what we hear constantly. Why are you hearing this stuff, man? Y'all are asking people their opinions? BTS, this is BTS pop. Let's get it, bro. I mean, they're not the first person to say that. Korea was saying that. Korean journalists were saying that weren't affiliated with Big Hit, so. Their media is all controlled by the company to make you care about them. That's everybody, bro. What are they gonna put? They're gonna put content out that make you not care about them? Like, I'm not trying to hang around homophobes anyways. Like, maybe if I have a friend who doesn't realize that he's homophobic and he says some shit like that, then I'm probably not really friends with them. But like, I might try to talk through them. Like, what? Why are you saying that? Like, but that's not somebody that I really would like be friends with. Like, that's more somebody like I would just try to extend some kindness to if in a situation, if I know them and they're like saying homophobic things, to try to like. But that's a whole other conversation. That's not a BTS conversation, bro. Someone thinks wearing makeup or dressing well is a negative. Why am I talking to them? Exactly. You guys only listen to you guys. I think one of the biggest problems with armies is the words of people that don't mean anything just like stick in our heads so much, you know. And butter the performance as a talk. This is BTS pop, bro. Should we do a reading of a mag? Maybe later. Some people are. Oh, by the way, we have a donation link in the description. So if you guys want me to play anything, you can feel free to send any donations. All the donations will go to helping the stream and helping me do my thing with the channel and all the other stuff we're working on. So that's just, yeah. I think you guys are just like, you guys have now created a chat which is more so like, let's have a conversation about all the fucked up things people say to me about BTS and K-pop, which I understand the need to have a therapy session sometimes, but let's rein this in, y'all. Let's rein this in. BTS is an image made to manipulate. This is the same thing. Infinite. You gotta give me something new. Give me like a genuine reservation that people might have of getting into BTS. Like a lot of these are just somebody's just saying some bullshit, you know. Like if a person says to me like, "Oh, BTS is just a manipulated thing," and it's just like, I don't know where to start, because it's like, for me, the best thing that I could say is like, they're not. They have their own creative vision. They have a lot of creative input. They have a lot of agency in what they do, and they put out a lot of shit that's really genuine. And the truth is that everything in media has manipulation to it, because that's what performance is. That's what life is. But it is what it is. Do I have a playlist on right now? Yeah, it's an instrumental playlist called Hip Hop Instrumental / Beats. I don't know what to tell people anymore. They just don't want to be bothered. Like, I mean, that's fair. I guess you guys, like, for me, like, I don't know. Like, I'm interested in the people that aren't, like, fully, like, off the rails. How do we create effective playlists for a person's taste? Some people think that BTS's discography is one style they want. So I would figure out what the core interest or reservation is that person has with BTS's music, and then I can answer that question. So if a person feels like their discography isn't diverse, obviously it's pretty easy for me to put a playlist together to prove that that's wrong. I could just play the recent album. I could just play B and you just show you that that's not true. Why should I be interested in BTS? There's no should. If you're interested, then you're interested, you know? I would say if somebody wanted to know why I'm interested in BTS and what's interesting about them, I would say that there's way too many reasons to count. But for me, the most important thing, I guess, comes down to like how much they've helped me. They just have made a lot of really great records and done a lot of great things that I'm just very inspired by. And I think if anybody's looking for that kind of experience where they really want to find something inspirational in music, then BTS is one of the best things to go to. Want something inspirational, something healing, something positive, you know. Yeah, I always try to sneak random BTS songs too, Carolina. In my Baby Army days, some videos I'd watched perpetuated BTS was embarrassed of their hip hop days, which led to me not diving into their early music for a while, which sucks because once I did, I love. I mean, that's kind of weird too for people to say that they're not embarrassed of it too, obviously, because you see them perform their old records. There are things that they get embarrassed about it because they were all teenagers. Like Jungkook was 15 when they debuted, so of course he's gonna be embarrassed about things he did when he was 15. I get embarrassed of things that I did last week, but they're not embarrassed of the music that they made in general. Like they made a lot of great records from those times, and I think a lot of armies don't look into that stuff because they think it's their cringy era or whatever, and it's not. It's really not. Like there's no cringy era of BTS. Again, kill the part of you that cringes, not the part of you that is cringe. What if someone is turned off by how BTS increasingly mixes more and more genres within one album, saying that makes it non-cohesive? That's an interesting take. I mean, I think people might have different feelings about how you can balance genres in an album. For me, I tend to like albums that are more cohesive in genre sound, but I think it all depends on the vision of the creator. And BTS's vision is that there's a lot of different sounds and styles that interest them, and that they can try to import their own perspectives and ideas into. So that's what makes it really cool. It's really a case by case thing. Like, check out that, and their discography is diverse, so keep searching if you don't like the first song. They were totally on board. Yeah, like if you don't like the first song, just be like, I would look through videos too. Like I would tell people to look through videos, because then you could see images. When you just see song titles, you don't know what's going on exactly. But if you see images of like performances, like outfits that they were wearing and things like that, like facial expressions or whatever, an image might strike you, and you might be like, holy shit, what is this? And then you might listen to it. It's a part of their history. Yeah, I mean, Dark and Wild is one of their best records. Like it's a spectacular record. Overproduced and auto-tune thing. They have a lot of records where they don't have like heavy tuning on their voices, so. But also auto-tune is a whole separate conversation, because people freak out over auto-tune for no fuck. I get that some people don't like the the sound of like really aggressive auto-tune doesn't really please their ears sometimes. I don't get that personally in terms of taste, because I love that shit. But if that's a taste thing, that's a taste thing. Just like, also you have to understand that like literally every record has tuning on the vocals. Every record has tuning on the vocals. I don't care who you're talking about. Every record. Some of them sound more aggressive than others, but ultimately, why are you playing Justin Bieber? Why did I have this so far back too? Touch this elephant dynamite. Come on, touch this elephant dynamite. Come on, bro. I like auto-tune is fucking sick. It's a cool vocal effect. Why listen to Korean music instead of American? This not. It's not a like. It's not an either or. I have a friend who listened to them back in 15, 16, but now he's an anti. If you're a BTS anti, that's just weird. So, I mean, if you're not into them anymore, that's one thing. But if you're an anti, that's just weird. Yeah, I mean, people like that. I understand people liking that sound of non-tuned, like less compressed vocals, like from like vocals were, you know, in the 90s and prior. But I think vowel reservations are kind of rare. Maybe that's what we're investigating here. Do you guys sometimes feel reservations in your own fandom with BTS? Are there points? Because I feel like a lot of times y'all talk about what other people say, what antis say. But are there points in your life where you're like, like, am I doing this ARMY shit right? Am I doing this BTS shit right? Am I too invested in this or whatever? Oh, D'Angelo Wallace, the autotune is robotic. Man, D'Angelo Wallace is not a music critic. D'Angelo Wallace is a YouTube commentary channel. By the way, BTS poppers, we win once again. Let's go, bro. Weverse is fucking funny, man. I do. Yeah, if you have those reservations, maybe those are the more interesting ones, because we can unpack those. It's not just they're gay, you know. They're copying American music. Everybody's copying American music, bro. It's just American culture is where almost all music genres really find their center. In a way, you know. In a way. So that's like 70% of the music landscape. It's not about American music. It's about good music or bad music. I don't like sharing my interest in BTS because I'm afraid of it being invalidated by people I love. Then you have to build a sort of tolerance towards the way other people feel about the things you love, which is probably something you know by now, but like you really got to get in that level. I feel like BTS personally mislead people so that only people who give them a chance get the message. That's an interesting thing to say, because it's kind of true. Like, you look at a song like, for instance, Boy With Love, but I don't think it's an intentionally misleading thing. Is you give people something on a surface level to enjoy, and then the more that they unravel it, the more that they can find. But like for somebody like Todd in the Shadows to like Boy With Love and just be like, I don't know what it's about, but it just seems like a simple song to me. He got the girl, he's in love. And I'm like, cool. That's what you thought it's about. It would have been really crazy if you would have read the lyrics, but one thing that was interesting about that Todd in the Shadows comment too was that he was like afraid of getting into the K-pop hole, you know, and that's why he didn't really delve into the lyrics of Boy With Love or whatever. But like, it's kind of weird, bro. Just if you like the song, like the song. But people have so many reservations about K-pop fandom that they get like that, and it is what it is. It's also not everybody wants to be a stan too, so I respect it. I respect people that just want to be casual listeners or just want to be like, excuse me, that just want to be on the outside looking in. Yeah, I feel that way about D'Angelo, where it's just like he does a lot of cool stuff, but like he's got his own things. How's review of BTS really just? Yeah, I mean, he loved Boy With Love, but he just didn't really delve into it. You know, it is what it is. I'm a little into music myself. I have a great passion for it. The CD is called BTS Basic Pop. I ain't watched the review, so there's nothing interesting to me about listening to D'Angelo Wallace talk about music. That's just my vibe. Like, that's just where I'm at. He can have his own feelings about it. He's a kid too. Like, I don't. What is he, like 20? Like, I'm not gonna. Yeah, appreciating all kinds of music, and it's not just that. It's just like giving when they create the music, they put it in a way that people can sort of appreciate it on a shallow way, and also appreciate it for the more depth that they can extract from it, which is a really powerful thing. Yeah, he's a very biased person. Everybody's biased. Sometimes you feel like you're way too invested. I feel like it's always good to take moments out to just focus on other things. I feel like your fandom will benefit, your mental health will benefit. Everything benefits when you give yourself some separation from like BTS and ARMY for like a moment, a day, an hour, whatever. And make sure you have other hobbies and other things and other friend groups. Keep your life diverse. And don't be afraid to open your mind to at least extracting value from things that you might not necessarily agree with in the totality. Like, I'm getting into like stocks and shit now. And it's like, you think I like these people generally? Like, you think I would generally hang out with a lot of these folks? No, but like, if there's something if I can extract value to learn about how to like make money and like learn about the stock market and economics in general in this country, like, then I'll get into it, you know? Why, you know, rob myself of something that can benefit me just because I don't want to feel close to something I disagree with? It's so hard to separate yourself from everything during comeback season. Well, yeah, not right now necessarily, but like maybe like take an hour, you know, just like I have so many interests. It's not a difficulty for me because I could just spend a fucking day just playing MLB The Show and watching MLB The Show videos on YouTube, you know? Yeah, I think people overly praise D'Angelo for that. It's just like, yo, he's a kid with opinions, bro. Like, and folks were just like, oh, I'm just glad that you gave an objective review. It's like, bro, like, it's just opinions. It's music opinions, bro. Let it be. You know? Folks trying to make shit so heavy. It's always good to take. Yeah, we have multiple interests. I mean, I don't think people completely fail at that, but I think a lot of people lose sight of how important it is to have other interests, anime, whatever, other artists. Like, I have all these different interests, and BTS just happens to be one of my highest priority interests. Using BTS as therapy, that's interesting. I step right to my beat. LMAO BTS gay jokes from Stray fans. Yeah. I don't make the BTS gay jokes, man. I don't know if you've noticed it about me, but I've never made the BTS gay jokes, and it's just because I'm, you know, I identify as heterosexual, and I just don't feel like it's my place to joke about that kind of thing. But I fully support other people doing it. It's just not my thing. And I don't think I ever have to say anything about it, but and I really don't have to say. I didn't have to say that just now, but I do think maybe it was important to clarify that. You're so funny, I can't, I guess. Remember, we have a donation link in the description if you guys want to hear any particular songs tonight. We'll be using the donations for helping to do streams and other stuff. Straight fans take it too far. But the problem with straight fans doing it is that it's fetishization a lot of times, where it's just like, and then they don't show that same respect for actual LGBTQ plus people. So it's like, you see a lot of like homophobia in the, well, not a lot, but like you see sections of really concentrated homophobia in the fandom that it's pretty sad. First time reacting to BTS videos, you like those? You like those? That happens. I think they could be good, you know. I think that first time reactions to BTS, like, People do reactions to our videos. Like if you search Baby Gang reaction on YouTube, you won't find it. But if you find let me show you guys talking sheep to my beat. There's always people getting like millions of views off of, ooh, we triggered the armies. Like, you guys have a whole economy off of us, bro. Like, you're welcome. Comedian just did a reaction to a Baby Gang video. Yeah, he was in here. He was in here just now. How are you doing all this shipping but you're homophobic? Because they see it as something to just, something that exists for their enjoyment and not for actual people to do. It's really fucked up what a lot of people be thinking. Because talk is cheap. It is talk is cheap. Yeah, I feel you on that, Moni. Like, there's a lot of reaction videos where I'm just like, there's a lot of reaction videos where I watch and it's like, oh, this is cool, and then after a while I'm just like, all right, I've had enough of the channel. You know, reaction videos are just very limited. By the way, Nick's up. Nick's 1-1. Nick's 1 tonight. Let's get it. Yeah, the K-pop brigade is coming. Like, bro, like, but that shit is just, the thing about that, all that stuff, man, it ages bad, bro. Because in a few years, man, all of a sudden people will be like, oh, you know, like, I've already seen, like, I've been here since 2019. I've already seen the polls start to shift, and some of it has come from our work and from other people's work as well. It's like, yeah, there's a lot that are awful, and obviously for yeah, a lot of how bored must you be to get enjoyment out of annoying face? A lot of dudes are fucked up, bro. Like, it's wild, man. It's hard to be friends with dudes because so many dudes just have done no unpacking of all this shit that's been put in their brain. They think unpacking is a bad thing. It's really the biggest, it's one of the biggest things that keeps the patriarchy and capitalism the way that it is that it teaches people that self-reflection and unpacking yourself is a weakness. Yeah, shipping real people can be, yeah, critique from a technical standpoint. Yeah, there's always interesting things there. I don't watch those either, but like, I can see why other people watch them. $25, mama, braid your hair. Yeah, people are so scared of introspection. They're like, people are learning like it's okay to cry and shit, but people don't understand how it's important to do introspection. To really think like, let me open my mind to something. It's kind of easy to spot the fake reactions. Where like, self-reflection is considered, it's just considered bad to see weakness in yourself, because then you're weak. So you have to just continue to put yourself in the position of being strong, you know? He said that all of Twice look the same. At first glance, K-pop groups do kind of look the same. Like, members of K-pop groups do kind of look the same because of the makeup and shit. And, you know, I can understand people being like a lot of times folks also just, you know, because of beauty standards tend to have the same, like, similar facial features. However, it usually doesn't take too long before you can point out different people, you know? And saying that they all look the same is pretty bad vibes. Let's just say that. Why they use Lumpens in every video? Who, BTS? Why they work with Lumpens so much? Because Lumpens is a badass director. Lumpens is a cool ass, but this last one wasn't with Lumpens, right? Butter wasn't with Lumpens, I don't think. I wouldn't know how to not self-reflect. Certain people in society are made to do all the self-reflection. Let's say that. Yeah, it happens. Yo, I'm sorry it dismissed me to hear that. It really happens like that. Where folks just like, no, I didn't do that. But you didn't, but then I didn't. And then 3 years later they text you, yo, I just realized my, yeah. And everybody has moments like that, but some people are made to do those things a lot more than others to keep things steady. People take it to all multis though. Armies are so aggressive towards multis. I can break that down for you, to be honest with you, because I also have many problems with multis. But it's not, my problem isn't you like or stand multiple K-pop groups. It's the performance of multi-ism that is a problem for me. It's a lot to unpack, but trust and believe that it's not like I see people who like stand, even if you don't stand BTS and you stand other K-pop groups, it's not like I'm going to like be like, do not follow if, you know what I mean? But like, things happen in other fandoms. Let's start there, you know. Things happen in other fandoms. And people who come from those other fandoms, those things will teach them certain things. Let's just sort of word it in that very vague way. Like you learn certain ideas and behaviors in other K-pop fandoms, so that when you're in ARMY, like when armies are not with that shit, then you're like, oh. But for me, like, it's always a, you know, it's always a conditional thing, because I always, like, again, like I have multiple friends who stand multiple K-pop groups, but for me there's a problem with the performance of multi-ism. It's the I'm a multi and I don't respect you if you're not a multi kind of thing that I just don't. That's one of the big things. And also it's a lot of thoughts that come into that people get taught because they stand multiple K-pop groups. Like a lot of what the K-pop industry incentivizes you to think. And also, I'll just be honest, like if you stand certain groups, I'm just gonna kind of be like, really? Like I know it's mean, but I'm just gonna be like, really? That one? Y'all like that one? Alright. And just keep it pushing. I understand the distrust towards multi-stand. Some aren't, don't care about. Project their resentment onto anyone who has more than one favorite. Nah, I don't agree with that at all. Armies have problems with multis because multis are the whole concept of multiism is historically based in something that the K-pop industry has perpetuated, which is towards international fans that K-pop is this brilliant, bright thing that you have to buy into, you know, and support all the different groups and see it as like this outsider culture, like not even this outsider culture, but like this other thing, right? So that when you're a K-pop stan, you get to jump in and be like, oh, it's all is under that umbrella. And so I think one of the biggest problems with multis, and one of the reasons why people have such distrust of multis in ARMY, is because multis will see K-pop groups as being all under the same umbrella, and not really recognize the individuality of those K-pop groups. Additionally, when you're in different K-pop fandoms that aren't ARMY, certain ideas of history in K-pop fandom and history of K-pop come to your head, so that you just are completely bewildered when somebody says something like BTS paved the way, because it's like, oh well, obviously that person's just a toxic BTS popper and they don't recognize that, when in reality, yes, BTS paved the way. They paved a particular way, and obviously there's other artists that came before BTS that did a lot for K-pop, but those artists did not create BTS. BTS created a whole new dimension to artistry globally and to entertainment and media globally, you know. Yeah, K-pop's not a team. It's not a team. Aren't there no multis in South Korea? Not necessarily, but it's definitely within K-pop fandom culture. It's all in Korea. It's looked down upon to be a multi. You're supposed to go super hard for one group, and it's kind of like that within other parts of Asia as well, because that's the place that you mine. That's the place where, you know, and particularly in Korea, like that's where you mine power as a K-pop company, is by getting Korean fan bases that go super hard for you and purchase and vote, and that's what brings you up. And then you're, you know, internationally, K-pop is part of this package. according to what the industry tries to push and what the the neoliberal system of government tries to push about K-pop, because it's really, excuse me, K-pop internationally is really like built as an international tool for like things like soft power and cultural assimilation and cultural exports. It's a cultural export basically, and it's used for political purposes. So for people in the United States, you're advertised K-pop as this package. You know what I mean? And key people in Korea know this. People in Korea know this because there's a lot of government subsidies and government programs that go into creating the K-pop industry and helping K-pop stars and K-pop companies do these big things, because it's an export. It's a cultural export. Which group stands make you go, really? Oh, so you want smoke today, Darpur? I see. Also, how they argue who's gonna be the next BTS. Yeah, you find that when you're in other fandoms, a lot, when you see a lot of people like this is one of the big problems with multis. As I said, like when you're in another fandom, you don't realize that a lot of the things, like especially when it comes to like the discourse that people are saying, is problematic. And so when armies point out that that's problematic, you're standing against it, and your allegiance to not only being a part of another fandom, but also being open to the idea of being in other fandoms and being open to other fandoms' ways of thinking and wanting to, be a part of that space, makes you automatically defensive towards armies pointing out that shit is bullshit. But it's still bullshit, like this idea like being a BTS popper is toxic is like, it's just like a lot of things like that, let's just say. Yeah, I mean, there's also other K-pop groups that I like. Like, I like SHINee. I like TXT. To be frank, I like a lot of EXO's music. I like a lot of GG. I like a few GG songs. I like a few Wonder Girls records. I like Wonder Girls. Like, I think Wonder Girls are really dope. But I don't stan them. That doesn't mean that you can't stand them. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be allowed to stand multiple groups. It just means, again, be wary. Be very wary of what happens in other fandoms. People who stand every boy group except BTS. K-pop is so funny, man. K-pop is so funny. You only listen to one? Do you listen to only one American band? No, I don't. Well, do I listen to any American bands? I mean, like I just said, like I listen to a lot of different K-pop groups, even though I don't stan. There's a difference between standing a group and listening to them. I listen to songs by just about every group in K-pop, but that doesn't mean I stan them. Would you say that you're a hardcore fan of every group in every pop artist in America? Like, oh, I'm a hardcore Ariana Grande and Camila Cabello and Taylor Swift, and like, no. Usually people pick one and like the other songs, but like, that's how it goes. It's possible to pick two. It's possible to pick more than two, but it's not the norm. So trust, like when people try to word it like that, where it's like, oh, you're not a multi, so you only listen to one group, like, you know what the difference between a stan and a fan or a listener is. It's tiers, bro. For them, I think a lot of people also associate standing with just like listening to. So that's another thing that I kind of have an issue with, because it's like, for me, there's a big difference between just listening to somebody and being a fan. What's up, Lavisha? Foo Fighters, yeah, stan. At some point, you don't have enough time to stand well, there's like hundreds of K-pop groups, so I would think you don't have time to stand all of them. I would think you don't have time to stand all of the K-pop groups. If there's like 400, bro. There's like 100 that debut every year, so. Yeah, like, it's already a lot of time devoted to just being an army. And the thing also, another problem with multis is that, like, you don't really learn all the things from each group because you're spending so much time on both groups. It's hard to really become very invested in one group, even if you stan them, because you're also standing other groups that are taking a lot of time out of that. And then you'll be like, well, what's this song from Dark and Wild? Like, standing is like serious dedication. I know everybody has different degrees of what standing means, but we all know that at least standing means being a fan. And being a fan is not just listening to a few of records, you know. I spent so much time on BTS. Yeah, man. Like, imagine someone telling you I listen to Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande, Camila Cabello. Oh, so you're a multi? Exactly. That's one of the biggest, and I've kind of talked about this before too. Like, if I told you, like, I listen to Drake and I listen to Kendrick Lamar, does that make me a multi? And let's say it. I am a big fan of many songs by both artists. Big fan of many songs by both Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Does that make me the hip hop equivalent of a EXO Tanny? Like, no. Of an Army L? No. Just because they're rival hip hop stars doesn't mean I'm a multi for being a fan of both of them. And I'm a big fan of Kendrick. Big fan of Kendrick. Huge fan of Kendrick. Like I told you before, bro, like, I got in on Kendrick from Overly Dedicated era, so that's why it's like multis, like, for me it's just weird. It's just a weird thing. Like, it takes a while for that label for me to even make sense for you to consider yourself a multi, because it's like that means you have to go hard for me, you know. But even then, it's just like, okay, well, you don't go hard for multiple groups, but you say you stay in all of them. There's just like a lot of inherent problems with that. What's your favorite Kendrick song? Sing About Me. People think that we already are organized our streaming is cheating and not genuine. Yeah, so the problem with that I have is that we know that the industry cheats for its artists. We know that the industry is set up to favor certain artists, and people only have a problem when it's fans in millions organizing to help their favorite artists to support them. That's backwards to me. The language Stan Twitter uses to describe different fans. It's weird, yeah. How does a multi have so much money to go to all their I mean, you could be a multi and not go to I'm not saying that you should I can define what a multi is for you. I'm just saying, like, that term has only existed in K-pop, and there's a reason for that. The word stan hurts me when I hear it. I mean, you could say fan. Terms like ult and bias annoy me a little. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel that because I just don't think of it like that. I don't have a favorite member of BTS. Now, I feel like bias can be like the member that resonates with you the most, like that you personally connect with. And in that case, I think maybe, like, I would say maybe Namjoon, maybe my BTS bias. But like, I still just feel uncomfortable with that because it's like, you know, not to sound like one of those guys, but like, I could really name any of them as one of my favorites, you know. M-Flow. Let's listen to some M-Flow right now. I also think that most of the things armies do are done by most fandoms, but since we have the numbers, people are alarmed. Well, we create the blueprint for other fandoms. We do it first, and then they do it afterwards. Yeah, Western fans will sometimes say multi-fandom too. They got that from K-pop, and they say it, and they don't have the same culture with it. K-pop fandom culture is a very deep, layered, historic thing. And so when you say that you're a multi, it's like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I have friends who stand BTS and Red Velvet and really love both groups. And they still don't call themselves multis, you know. What are we talking about? God knows. The entrance exam question of K-pop, who is your bias? Yeah, you're supposed to have like a favorite K-pop idol. Like, oh, he's the guy for me that she's the person for me. She's the woman for me that I just go crazy. Like, she's just the one that I love so much. I don't know, man. I think that that's normal because it's like having your favorite artist. But like, it's also just kind of like, for me, I just don't see it because BTS is BTS, and I love BTS. Did BTS start the whole concept videos universe, or at least popularized it? They definitely popularized it. Did other K-pop groups do like different parts and like different little concepts or stories? Yeah, they did. But BTS really made that shit happen, especially the universe aspect. They really made that something that was brought a lot of attention. I have a BTS bias, but I'm OT7 all the way. Yeah, I mean, you have to be OT7. If you're not OT7, you're not an ARMY. You're not. If you're. There's no such thing as an OT7 ARMY. That's like saying you're That's like saying you're an Asian. Like. That's like saying something is like. It's wet water. Like, you're an OT7 ARMY. You're an ARMY. If you only stand one K-pop group, then you're not considered a real K-pop fan. That's that's neoliberalism at work for you. I got some interesting thoughts on these things that I'm gonna share one day. I'm gonna share one day these thoughts, because how come on dislike any of the members? You gotta be a fucking clown to dislike a member of BTS, and like the other ones. Like, go away. That in itself is a toxic mindset that you always have to have someone that's above others. Kinda, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if somebody asks you, oh, who's your favorite K-pop idol? Like, that's not a problem for me. It's just like, it also shouldn't be a problem if I'm like, I don't really have one. I just love BTS. They made Jimmy stand in the shadow. General public not aware of BTS and or K-pop complexity. Yeah, people don't make themselves knowledgeable about these topics. There's so many Jimmy Solo stands on Twitter recently. Ooh, boy, I got something to tell you. Jimmy Solo stands have been around for a long time. Solo stands of every member have been around for a long time. They make themselves more visible during fandom discourse when the fandom is like tired of them. Solo stands have never been. They've never been cool. They've never been hidden. They've always been around. And in fact, ARMY is the fandom that has, comparatively to the fandom itself, one of the smallest solo stand problems. Because if you look at other groups, solo standing is encouraged by companies. What are your takes on shipping that takes place in the fandom? I think most of it isn't really my business to talk about. But I will say that a lot of it seems to be like, there's definitely points where I'm like, this feels weird to me. And the line is kind of tricky, but I think mostly it comes from what you say in art and versus what you say in reality. Or what you say is a joke versus what you say in reality. Like, if you really think that BTS, like, if you're really out here, like, talking about, oh, these members are in a relationship, I'm not fucking with that. That's weird. To fight them or ignore them, I think it's both. I think at points you ignore solo stands, and then when they are visible, you clown them. You don't just fight them, you fucking clown solo stands. You make them look like fucking. You have to make solo stands look like dummies. Like, you have to make not dummies, but like you have to make them look like silly, frail people. Don't just, oh, what the fuck would you say this? Like, make them look like dummies. Like, I don't want to use the word dummies, but like, make them look like silly people doing very silly things. That's the big thing for me. And don't, just in moments, just pick your spots where it's like, okay, this looks like a time where maybe I should say something. I can't stand shippers. I don't care. I mean, when we talk about the term shipper, we talk about people that are very over the top about it, that bring it into real life, not just people that are like writing fanfic. So I would agree. Like, I don't fucking shippers that people think that people. Yeah, no. Boy groups and girl groups have always said, yeah, Western groups too. It's true. What are we talking about here? Who knows? Shipping can be an idea, fiction. Exactly. When people actively investigate, that's yeah. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, Eileen, sorry about that. Sometimes you'll find a person on your timeline where you're like, how did you get here? It's always a shame when that happens. Yeah, OT7 means one true seven. OT comes from the term OTP, meaning one true pairing. And people have used that term in fandoms for for years and years and years to describe, you know, people that you ship in you know, fiction and properties. So if you watch a television show and you ship two characters together, that's your OTP. And you would say, oh, you know, like Dean Cass is my OTP. And from there it became, you know, OT3 when it's three people, and then it became OT4 to OT5. And then it in K-pop international fandom, because those terms existed in fandom already, people in international fandoms picked up on that term to refer to folks in you know, how people look at K-pop groups, basically. I still see Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Really? Speculation is okay? I don't think speculation is okay. I don't think speculating on people's love lives is okay. If it's only fiction is where, like, if it's fiction it's whatever, but not in real life. Bro. Ice on my wrist, I'm the nice guy. Yeah, ship name. Well, I mean, like, if you have names like G-Kook and stuff, that doesn't make it. That's not a problem. That's just unit names. That's just group names, pairing names. It's the actual and like prying into people's personal lives and saying that they date is a weird thing. The art is art. If you're making a fan fiction, it's whatever. For me, it's just whatever. But yeah. You thought it was only the 7? Yeah, it's 1 true 7. OT7. This particular shipper has an almost cult-like following. Yeah. But that's what it always comes down to, Anushka. It's the same thing with solo stands. Like, there's no real life shipping of people that doesn't end in actively spreading hate towards another real life person. Like, it's just and the shipping itself will actively spread hate to those members. Like, just look at what happened with Fifth Harmony and Lauren Jauregi, and like how she was viewed as a person because of how shippers viewed her and her interactions with other members. That's the type of shit that shipping does. It's just not great. Why does the Magnet Line have the worst solo stands? There is no worst solo stands. They're all in competition for the worst. Magnet Line just has more visible ones sometimes. The analysis videos. And now, bro, I'm sweating. Go New York, go! Everybody say, go New York, go New York, go! 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 Let's say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! Comments on VLive are so, yeah, man. There's a lot of wild people in this fandom. It's not. That's why when people say like, oh, well, I can't fuck with BTS, the fandom is too crazy or whatever. It's like, well, I can see where you got there. Thank you guys for your support for New York. You can tell when a fic is written by an extreme shipper, just a fetishist. Yeah, I guess so. I don't read fic, so I'll take that word from you. Nah, because if you don't, the thing about muting and blocking solo stands is if you ignore them, they just grow bigger and then they become more and more of a problem. You have to shit on them. You have to really find moments when they get out of, like, if they get visible, to shit on them. When they're visible, make them look embarrassing. Make them look like the absolute embarrassments to themselves that they are. because we've ignored and blocked solo stands for a long time. They just build more and more, and then you just have to block more and more people, and then they build more and more, and then they trend hashtags, and then they send trucks. It's just, you have to and then they, because what they do is you'll have them blocked as an army, but the new people who are armies that are coming in the fandom every day, they don't know any better, and then somebody tells them, well, you know what they did to Seokjin, and that's how it works. Shipping videos are one of the shipping videos need to get out. I need people to start suing. I need Big Hit to start suing for making shipping videos, because those shits are toxic. Those things are super duper toxic. Super toxic. We got some Flylo coming. The fanfic that is the Bangtan universe. Well, that's not fanfic. It's fic. It's just a fic. It's just fiction. BTS is for everyone. Music doesn't have age. Exactly. Music doesn't have age. Motherfuckers are turning up to the Little Einstein's Trap remix, but you don't want to listen to BTS. Alright. Leave me alone, not Harry Styles. Started something. They just done started something. They just done started something. Yeah, no, shippers are just not. They're not worth your time. Shippers need to just get clowned and kicked. The same thing with anybody who's lame needs to get addressed. Their lame points, if they become popular, need to get thrown into the fucking pit and ripped to shreds, and then they need to be stomped out like little bugs. That's my feeling. But not aggressively, just like laugh at them. Make them look silly. Don't make yourself look mad. When you look mad, then that just creates more things. Su Choi is holding a butter streaming party on Station Head, so go check that out. This is gonna be great for the Asian armies. Line distribution. You guys know how I feel about line distribution, so don't even go there. When you desire to defeat someone, you also manifest a lesson of understanding how it feels to lose. This is why desires become a vicious, never-ending cycle. First you lose, then you come back to win, and then the other person desires a comeback. Meditate on what you desire, because they are also accompanied by their shadow side experience. So I don't desire for solos to be stomped out. It's true though, it's true. There's always a shadow side. Stream and purchase, y'all. Stream and purchase. I've been buying 8 copies every day. 4 butter instruments. Not Jimin solos. Honestly, I don't know, because I'm curious. Be curious about you. I'm new, and I'm be curious about your thoughts. What, December? What's up, December? What song got you guys into BTS? For me, it was Idol. Fake Love was knocking on my door, but I wasn't fully committed. But then Idol, when I saw the Fallon performance, it knocked my shit right out of my brain. Can we talk about the McDonald's meal? I have a little stream on it from earlier. I ate it. It's pretty good. How prevalent are antis that pretend to be army? Probably, honestly, guys, like it's not just, it's literally like people like paying people. You got bots and everything. Like the way that the amount of money market manipulation, especially now that Big Hit, now that Hybe is a public company, publicly traded, like you don't think that there's some day traders in here that are trying to throw FUD into the fucking Twitter market to make people, yeah. DNA, then yeah, look at y'all sharing. Line distribution, what are my thoughts on it? It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, because the line distribution is not an accurate reflection generally of what makes a person, what makes, you know, each person in a group or what each person in a performance shine. It's the part that they get, and it's the relative context of what they're doing in the group. You know, a person could come in and just have one line in a song, but they could also have like 10 lines in another song. Songs are not written with to have perfect line distribution in mind all the time. They're supposed to be written to sound a certain way, to be performed well a certain way. And sometimes that means some people get bit roles and some people get preeminent roles. Like in theater, like in musical theater, like there are parts that are smaller. Like in a song, there are parts that are smaller. But in a group, as long as everybody in the group gets their moments, then like it doesn't matter what a fucking title track line distribution is. And line distribution is just like one of these ways that people use to create problems in fandoms. Now there are certain cases in K-pop where somebody's not getting enough lines. You know, there's certain cases in all of you know, boy band and girl group history where it's like this person's not getting enough lines. You know, like I don't remember who it was, but there were a couple dudes in One Direction that were not singing. It was like Louis and Niall, I think, were not singing in that first album. They were not given lines, so that's a problem. If they're not getting any lines, any showtime, but like for me, it doesn't fucking matter generally. Nah, I was done dirty. Yeah, what examples? Yeah, Louis now and then. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way you smile at me makes me overwhelmed. And I'm looking at you, and it's hard to tell. You don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. Oh, that's what makes you beautiful. That was all they did. Baby, a lot. It was just that was it. They were not in there for the long haul. Yes, sir. Come on, Vocal King. Baby, you light up. Bro, your singing is actually good though. Oh, thanks. I have a song coming out on June 11th. I have a record coming out on June 11th. You should check out my SoundCloud. I think it's in the description. It might not be. But yeah, I make some music. What K-pop is for you a no-go? Why y'all always trying to get me in trouble? What K-pop group is for me a no-go? Let me choose my words and my thoughts carefully here. I do not enjoy ATEEZ's discography, save for like 2 or 3 songs. It's just not for me. That's the answer you're gonna get tonight. Just not for me. I understand a lot of folks seem to like ATEEZ. That's cool, man. We all got our taste, bro. I like shit that you probably don't like, so like it's all good. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way you smile at my ground makes me overwhelmed. Yeah, not today. Yeah, One Direction was just a textbook mess in like the dark side of the dark side of pop. It's just pop. ATEEZ is so good. Sorry, man. I'm not for me, bro. Not for me. ATEEZ is not for me, bro. If y'all like it, that's you. But ATEEZ is just not for me. I'm not into it. I will say that there's a problematic nature to the comparisons of ATEEZ to BTS. Just stop doing that. Stop comparing groups to BTS. Stop comparing groups being like, this is like BTS when they were... Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not good for anybody involved. I had people on Instagram. I had somebody on Instagram who was messaging me who was like, I'm an 18E. I just love ETs right now. I used to be a BTS stan. They still like them, but I grew out of them. But like, I feel like what ATs has right now is like so much like what BTS had, and I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Just, it's not a good comparison. You guys don't really understand just what kind of things BTS were doing from debut, from pre-debut. I think that's the problem with a lot of people. IU, Mamamoo, and BTS. That's it for me. I like IU. I like some Mamamoo records too. Your thoughts on aespa's next level? I don't even get to talk about K-pop. Your thoughts on aespa's next level? I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. EXO music is very for me, but something about them. I get weird vibes. Like I'm not gonna comment on that. Interesting about being friends with multis. I don't expect them to ult and actively follow BTS's stuff, but then they expect me to be open and interested in every group. Yeah, it's kind of like that, where it's just like, well, you really don't want to support? Like, I'm like, no, it's not for me, bro. Oh, so you're just gonna stand BTS? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand BTS, bro. I'm just gonna stand BTS. Don't worry about me. Could you drop your playlist? I fuck with your taste heavy. Well, right now I'm listening to. Let me see if I can pull up this. I like TXT a lot. And TXT, you know, of course they're under Big Hit, but they're not to be compared to BTS at all. They're very different. This is a playlist called Hip Hop's Instrumental / Beats. You remember absolutely sobbing to "We Are Bulletproof," the Eternal, Blue and Green C. C is a rough one. The only BTS record I've cried to was Butterfly, but I was high on a bus. BTS is the full package. We don't need to. They're not just a package too. They're just BTS are they're the industry. Like astroturfing is a thing. Oh, thank you Skywong for this $5 donation. This video from Second Thought really explains it. I'm gonna see if I can find it because it's not gonna let me copy and paste from my thing. But what's the video called? And I'll give it a look. Second Thought. Who are your favorite vocalists and not only K-pop artists? Well, I wasn't gonna name K-pop artists, but if we were gonna say K-pop artists, my favorite vocalists in K-pop are Kim Seokjin, Chun Jungkook, Park Jimin, Kim Taehyung, Park Jimin, Kim Taehyung. I like Jonghyun's vocals a lot. I like Taemin's vocals a lot. I like Dio's vocals, Kyungsu's vocals a lot. I like Hyorin. I feel like everybody likes Hyorin. I like I'm starting from K-pop so that I can build my way up from out of there. In K-pop, I like Kim Namjoon, Min Yoongi, Chung Ho-seok. Great singers they are as well. Not fucking lying. Who else in K-pop? I do like Taehyung's vocals a lot. I know it's kind of weird to talk about Big Bang on here. I try to avoid talking about Big Bang, but I do like Taehyung's vocals. I like Sunmi's vocals. ILE, obviously. IU, obviously. I like IU a lot. I like Oh Hyuk from Hyukoh. Is it Hyuk or Hyuk? Oh Hyuk. I like Dean. Fuck, I hate talking about Dean. Ugh. I like Baekhyun's vocals. I like Wasa's vocals. Dean is the guy. I like Hayes' vocals too. I like G-Soul's vocals a lot. I like G-Soul a lot, bro. A lot. Let's see who else. I like oh, you know who's dope? 10cm. 10cm is great. 10cm puts in work, bro. 10cm puts in work. You know who's good vocals and he's not even a vocalist? It's Wonstein. You guys need to get on Wonstein. Great Korean hip hop artist. Also sings. His singing voice is really cool. Anushka, I kind of see what you're saying, but I do feel like they all have different tones as well, which I like about them. Chung Dong-ha? Too old? I'm sorry, I don't know Chung Dong-ha. Stream X Butterfly, exactly. Okay, so outside of the K music world, and there's probably other ones that I forgot to mention, but outside of K music, my favorite vocalists ever are Chester from Linkin Park, Chester Bennington. Chris Cornell from Soundgarden, Audio Slave. Let me see. This beat kind of threw me off because it's fire. I like Taemin's vocal. Taemin is a great vocalist. Outside of K-pop, it's kind of hard to do the switch, like to switch to flick the switch. Chloe and Halle are great vocalists. Matt Bellamy. I will not fuss us. I will stop degrading us. Plug-in baby. Y'all are not up on this plug-in baby life. Wait, hold on a second. I need to karaoke real quick. I promise we're still talking about BTS, but I need to. Oh, Hayley Williams for sure. Hayley Williams for sure. Brendan Urie is a great vocalist too. He's kind of problematic, but yeah. SZA is a really interesting vocalist because SZA is not the most conventional with her techniques, and I think sometimes her vocal technique kind of puts her in a bad position live. But SZA's voice is so evocative. Beyonce, obviously, I've exposed your lies, baby. Beyonce is so good. Momentary prize. Now it's time for changing. Everything to forget your love. Bye, Amanda. My plug-in baby crucifies my enemies. Doja Cat can sing. Who else would I say is one of my favorite singers? I like Julian Casablancas. What are we talking about? Right now we're talking about our favorite singers. I feel like I'm the only person who takes Megan Thee Stallion seriously. First of all, you're not. You're absolutely not. And second of all, anybody who doesn't take Megan Thee Stallion seriously, I'm not interested in talking to. Björk is a great singer, yes. Tom York. Tom York is a good vocalist, yeah. He's very underrated as a vocalist. Very unique, obviously. Not for everybody, but I like his vocals a lot. You won't changing, placing everything to forget your love. Rina Sawayama's a great singer. Erykah Badu, oh yeah. Selena, oh yeah. Selena's a great vocalist. Charlie Wilson's a great vocalist. Plugging, baby. Got converging realities inside living. I feel it's over. Yoon Mi-rae is a great singer. I feel it's over. Sorry for the headphone users in the chat. Michael Jackson, oh, Freddie Mercury, obviously. Yeah, man. A lot of great singers out there. A lot of great singers out there. Yeah. So, Elliot is a great singer. So, yeah. What were we talking about before? We were talking about some BTS shit, right? Giveon is a great singer. The Weeknd is a great singer. Up da. And when I look in the mirror, I'm not your heart into two. Ooh. Side step right left to my beat. I like the moon, rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Side step right left to my beat. Sade, hell yeah. How am I doing? I'm doing great. But Serge Tankian's fucking his vocals up, but he was not supposed to be a singer, so for what he does, he's fire. In the mirror, I'll melt your heart into two, and let the superstar glow so everybody lie. Oh, that I got that heat. What are we talking about? Isn't it crazy that anti-Asian violence is increasing alongside? It's not crazy because it's a very Orientalist world. We live in a world that is very, very colored and motivated by Orientalism. So I think a lot of it makes sense that that's happening. It makes a lot of sense. Excuse me. It's a sad reality of the world we live in. Bruno Mars is a great singer, yeah. He does have his voice is not for everybody, which I understand, but I like his voice. But I also feel like Soul is a great singer. Soul Williams, she's a great singer. Have you listened to Olivia's album? I haven't listened to it. I'm not really my type of music, so I don't really find myself compelled to listen to it. But eventually, I'll catch up. You make it back, and you say, "I'm gonna leave the door open." Jihyo has a good voice, yeah. Twice solos. I don't know when they're coming, bro. I don't know when they're coming. God knows. God knows what's gonna happen. It's gonna be my first festival. What should I expect? That's a good question. Bangers. You should expect bangers. It looks like they're gonna pull out some new stops as well, so even we don't know what to expect. Do I listen to Mitski? Not really. No, but she's dope. She has a very specific style. Soul's music. What's Soul? Do you mean Soul Williams? Yeah, I mean, racism against everybody exists because we live in a very racist world, because that's how power has manifested. 'Tis the world we live in, and all we can do is fight. That's all we can do is fight and live. Fight and live and have fun. Fight, live, have fun. Live, have fun, fight.
too, man. Shit. I just got my McJimmon. I'm mad as hell. Why my McJimmon don't look like BTS?
My McJimmon, that's crazy. See you, Steph. I need Taehyung's mixtape desperately. You gonna wait. You will wait until Taehyung's mixtape is done. You will wait. Do you think it's worthwhile to buy tickets for both days? I don't think I'm gonna buy any tickets, so I'm gonna just let y'all have fun. Not me reading a small, like a short fiction tweet that made me cry. I want to cry now. That's crazy. Y'all recommending music for each other in the chat? Again, I take donations. If you guys want to play anything in particular on the stream, I'll take any donation to play anything you want. Although it's getting kind of hot. It's getting kind of hot, y'all. What else is new? What should we talk about? Top three favorite songs from TXT, EXO, and Shiny. It's always the damn BTS streams where we end up talking about other K-pop groups. I swear. I don't know if I could make that decision right now. Oh, I received a donation. Playing Chanmina by Pichin. You got it, bro. Thanks to Moni Muppet for the amazing donation. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Also, this looks kind of fire. Hold on a second. Bluetooth mode. This album cover, this artwork looks kind of fire. Chanmina. All right, it's about to play, Moni. What resources have you used to learn more about K-pop industry, general music industry? So if I need to learn basics, I look for basics like from... I try to look for Korean journalists. I would also suggest going on libgen.is. This is not what I was expecting. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but okay. Yeah, I learned a lot of shit through ARMY. It's true. I've learned a lot of shit from just reading Twitter threads from armies. When people really cite their sources, especially. I learned a lot from the Rise of Bangtan docuseries. I feel like would be really helpful for people who are just learning now. Folks who are interested in learning about pre-debut BTS history, you gotta read the BepSayed threads and Reddit posts. You gotta look up u/BepSayed. Your most favorite BTS album? Love Yourself Tear. Yeah, I never heard this before. You want Chanmina to collab with August D? I bet it'd be fire. This particular record, I'm not feeling too much, but God bless. God bless, y'all. Ooh, I'm sweating, guys. I'm really sweating. Okay, thanks for the advice anyways. Rise of Bangtan is a really good docuseries, y'all. There's a lot of smart armies that are anthologizing stuff. I would also recommend. Let's see what I look at for my BTS video, for my K-pop videos. It'll be fun tomorrow is if we started watching my videos. I would like react to them and shit. Alright, that was pretty intense. Just like butter, criminal undercover. Trouble breaking into your heart like that. Let me see, what did I look at for? Hot like summer. Baby Gang watch party? That may be fun. Yeah, that may be fun, guys. Charlie XCX's backseat. Can you say, alright mods, you know what to do. You see it, mods. It's getting so hot, what the hell? Yeah, man, summertime, that's what happens. Sidestep right up to my beat. Break it down. So hard to do. Loyal wing stand. I mean, Hua Yan Younghua is so fire. It's not even fair. Like, that shit is tremendous. Talk is cheap. Sidestep right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Ice on my wrist, I'm the nice guy. I'm not finding my stuff that I'm looking for. That I'm not finding my stuff that I cited in my earlier videos, but I would check those out in the ending credits of the earlier videos. Paulo Kangsan. That's a great record. Why is it so hot right now? Because it's summer. And that's why BTS are dropping summer songs. Got it, let it roll. Yo, today was a hilarious day. Just the culmination of all these different... This song is so money, bro. This song is so money that it just goes on and you don't even think about it. You're just having a good time the whole time. Also, today has been just a hilarious day.
I just got my McJimmy. I'm mad as hell. Why my McJimmy don't look like BTS? What are little colors and shit? I'm mad as hell. They forgot my straw too, man.
Today has just been... I don't know why we weren't able to detect that this was going to be a hilarious day in ARMY Twitter history. But indeed, it was a hilarious day in ARMY Twitter history. Because of the BTS collaboration. It's not it shouldn't have shocked us like it did, but it did. Alright, this is gonna be my last butter. I've been streaming butter all day, bro. I've been buttering my fucking bread. I've been buttering BTS's bread all day. That guy stole my pogo stick. P-Dog is indeed a genius. What's up, Jesse? Hi, bestie. You got the cat in the box. I miss the cat in the box emoji. Yeah, I don't know what that Billboard article was, but don't trust Billboard. Don't trust the news, bro. Fake news is everywhere. Yo, the sauces were good. Those McDonald's sauces, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm thinking about them now, and I'm kind of like, They did bust just a little bit. They were just a little bit busted. They just bust a little too much. This is an instrumental for a song called "I Don't Need Love" by Evidence. Those sauces kind of did something. The sweet chili? The Cajun was... Which one did I like more? I would say it's even, but if I had to pick one right now, I'm feeling the... I would say the sweet chili. The sweet chili is close to that Korean barbecue chicken taste without like... It's not the best Korean barbecue sauce you'll ever taste, but the fact that it's close to that and you can eat it with chicken nuggets, like that's a great combo. Chips or fries? Both. Did y'all try mixing the sauces? Yeah, I mixed the sauces too, and it did taste pretty good. They complemented each other well. Are you tripping? Off of what? I gave the nuggets to my mom and she almost used up a whole sauce while I had my back to Those sauces, man, I'm telling you. I'm trying to say it. I'm trying to let y'all know.
Nigga swung his body to the side.
Nice serendipity. I guess we're winding down, huh? I guess we saw the most traffic we ever got. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. People are leaving. I need your support. Smash the like button, please. Warren G and RM song. Oh, yo. Please don't die. I'm seeing the appeal of this as an old lady. Ali has read a couple of my questions that made me feel special. I'm flattered that I could help you could make you feel special, Lee. You guys are all special to me. Even when you guys are tripping. Even when you guys are being weird. You're still special to me. Those sauces are OTP. Those sauces are pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, those are some of the best sauces that BTS has, that McDonald's has had to offer. And all it takes is that BTS touch, that special BTS thing. Also, apparently, the packaging might come to America. Elliot's here so long, OMG. I know, it's kind of weird, Jesse. You haven't been seeing me. Hair moments might be coming soon, guys. Let's see. We'll see about it. Favorite BTS B-side? Oh, Butterfly. That hurt, but I had to say it. What was your favorite cipher? 4. So not like it's not a real cipher, but it's a slapper. Called the BTS slapper. Not him calling me out, but being weird sometimes. Hey, somebody had to say it. Let's just switch over here. My sister said her McDonald's had the bags, but said they couldn't give them out yet. They're trying to make her buy multiple meals to try to get the packaging. Hey, fuck that, bro. I'm not coming back to get no damn packaging. Unless... Did Loba Etoile just delete one of their messages? I cannot choose the best B-side. Yeah, me neither. I had to... Cypher Part 2 is good, but I'm a Cypher Part 4 person. And I'm just not into dubstep, man. Yo, can I get a BTS slapper with a milkshake? Yo, can you give me a BTS song? I need motherfuckers to start dancing. And not the employees. I need the managers to come down and dance for me. Disease is also... Oh, disease! Oh, disease does count. Cypher Part 4 is just... It goes so fucking hard. So, you're a McDonald's manager, Skywalk, or are you just a manager of something? No. Oh my god. Bounce, you say. Man, speak to your manager. I need to know what their favorite BTS era is. Yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. Run those opinions. Run those BTS opinions. I need that Tanny spirit. Good day, so good. Good day in my mind. That good day? Oh, the Japanese one. The Japanese BTS song, okay. Who else feels robbed that they did not include Tate's Oreo McFlurry? That would have made that shit like $15, bro. I'm not going to lie. Do you love Rapline? Why wouldn't I? I bought a McFlurry anyway since all I got was a BTS bag. I wanted to make myself feel bad. I bought extra chicken nuggets, so I feel you. I bought those spicy nuggets, bro. They didn't even give BTS the spicy nuggets, bro. Those spicy nuggets are banging comparatively. They're still not the best. It's McDonald's, but those spicy nuggets are good. The US just didn't get it. Yeah, but they might get it. I'm hearing rumors. I'm hearing some intel that the packaging might be in the US sometime soon. So we'll see about that, bro. Normani's album is coming out this summer. That's the announcement. Normani album this summer. Do you know of any legit, accurate Army census? Not really. I don't really follow that stuff. Are you in Army too? What do you think? What you think, friend? I've been here armying. Look at our video. Look at our channel. Check out our videos. Look, we're here. We're having a great army time. Idali's voice. Yo, Darby, when are you coming on the stream? Nora, when are you coming on the stream? Nora, I'm gonna call you right now. Nora, I'm about to. Is Nora here? Nora's still here, right? Nora, say hello. Nora, Darby, I want y'all on the stream. I want y'all on the stream, guys. I want your voices here. I want to hear your voice. Y'all been talking shit in my fucking stream. Nora, where are you? Who do you like in BTS? Please reply. Are you joking? Because I feel like you've been here before. I like all of them. Sometimes I feel like y'all test me. It's because I asked favorite track on RM and you haven't answered. My favorite track on RM is Tokyo. Regina Franco, paging Nora. Paging Nora. I want to hear your voice and I want to hear your conviction. Yeah, I want to hear the bass in Nora's voice. Man, there's some waywardness. I completely expected Elliot to be one of those, nah, I'm not an army, I'm not like that kind of guy if I first saw that stuff. I mean, there was a time where I was like that. It was like a month. You can't command Nora to say hello? I guess not. I guess not. Nora has a nice voice. I bet she does. She seems like one of those people. I mean, with a name like Nora. Who do you like more in BTS? Reply, please. That's not what we do over here. Sorry, my friend. I'm not picking no favorites. Would you make an army Discord? Nah. Y'all gotta make your own. I'm tired of making Discords. I got my own stuff. But there's a bunch that are out there that probably are doing pretty well. She's coming. All right. Yo, what's up, Nora? You look like my brother. What hip hop albums would you recommend to someone just getting into the genre? It depends on what kind of things you like. What are the kind of qualities you like in music? Where you sleep, Nora? Oh, Nora was getting dinner. Sorry to disturb you, Nora. Nora, hop on my stream right now. I thought DJ Gino was Army. DJ Gino's kind of weird. DJ Gino was talking shit about a Jimin song. He kind of moves weird online. There's a lot of folks that I'm like, yo, you seem cool, but you move weird on social media. What should we do for tomorrow night's stream, guys? I'm not sure. I think maybe like that, watching old videos of ours might be a good thing to do. Do you like Blackpink? Reply, please. All right. You're being a little too silly, Nita's World. You're being a little too silly. You're causing too many. You're causing too many issues. I think he takes himself too seriously. Yeah, I feel you on that. That's a lot of folks that just take themselves too seriously, I think. Hip hop album recommendation. Oh wait, I didn't get back to that person on there. What's going on in the chat? I don't know, Jesse. There's always some wildness going on in the chat, my friend. I hope you're still here. Yeah, but RE Chronic. It depends on what kind of things that you're interested in hearing in music and in hip hop. He has very weird movements. Would you be as diehard a BTS stan if they were a group that just dropped the same music they have now, but without the whole entertainment, interviews, and posts? We know nothing about them or their persona. I mean, there's no telling. I mean, that's just not the world we live in, so I can't really say. Because a lot of their music does connect with the things that they reveal about themselves in other places, so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that that's really something we can know. Sorry, King, I'm discombobulated. Do you still want to come on, Nora? Sorry for reading your message out loud. What time is it over there? Over here, it's 12:43. See you, Lavisha. I've really been into Epic High and BTS, but not really anything else. What kind of hip-hop are you looking to listen to then, my friend? Like, what kind of hip-hop artists would make you interested? Give me a second, Nora. I don't have a webcam on. That's fine. I'm just gonna voice call you. Here we go. Breaking into your heart. What's up, Nora? Nora? Hello? Oh, wait a minute. You're playing from the wrong thing. Give me a second. It's my bad. Hold on. Hey. And I need to fix this. I have to stop streaming butter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bad army. Give me a second. Aha. Say something.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah.
Speak up. Hello.
Hello. Sorry.
No, it's okay, Nora. What's up, Nora? How are you? Get okay.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
How's your
great.
night going?
I'm great. Why you sound like you're 30 years old? That's crazy. You got a mature voice.
Thank you. Hang on, they're saying I'm too quiet.
You are quite quiet. It's true.
Oh shit, my bad.
I put your
Hang on.
volume up. I think you gotta put yours up though.
Give me a sec. I need to mess with the settings for a sec. How is this? Is this better?
Yeah, a little bit better. Could be louder.
How about that?
Sounds about the same.
Shit. Okay. Sorry. It's good. Yeah, I don't have my mic with me right now.
Okay. I mean, I
yeah.
think this could work.
Okay.
Maybe just. Is there a way you could be a bit louder with your voice?
Hello. I just don't want to be too loud.
That's fine. Let me just see if I can turn you up a bit more so it could work. Okay. Nora, what's up, Nora? How are you?
I'm good. My night's going well. I
Good.
was getting dinner when you called.
Okay, very cool. What did you have for dinner?
Just coffee. I don't eat food for dinner. Just coffee.
Excellent. RE Chronic, give me a second. RE Chronic, if you're into old school stuff, like with the Epic High If you're interested in like the Epic Highs vibe as well, and Suga's first album, that's interesting. I mean, I would just recommend you start getting into some classics from '90s hip hop. So I would recommend you get into perhaps Illmatic by Nas. That's a very solid one. I would recommend maybe the first two Nas albums, Illmatic and It Was Written. So Nora, I'm interested what your thoughts are on what kind of streams we should do. Like what would you like to do? What do you think I should do for the next stream for tomorrow night?
Well, first of all, we should play Jackbox, which is that game we were telling you about in the server.
So I don't know what that is.
So it's a game on Steam that you, with your laptop or with your computer, you stream it, and then the people in the chat can join with their phones. So it's a really nice audience participation game, which is really, really funny.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I also think that you should, like, I really enjoyed the Epic High stream that you did a while back. If you remember
Okay.
the listening party, that was
Yeah.
really nice.
That would be nice too. Okay. You went to your second answer? All right, cool. I see. Uh so we're gonna have to ban you this word. Yeah, I think so too, Tiramisu. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I just don't know about games. I just I have a sensitivity to games. And I'm gonna have to look into it and see other people do it, and then see if I can. So maybe send me a video on Discord.
It's definitely one that gets a little old fast, especially if you only really have a certain sense of humor, if that makes sense. Like when we put
Uh,
it in the Discord, it got really bad really fast. I won't lie. Um, but I feel like I'm always a person that is into more um audience participation kind of streams, if that makes sense. Like I enjoy communicating with the streamer and with the other people in chat. Um, so that's always a fun thing to watch and interact with.
okay. Well, I think I'll see. I'll be open to it. Let's see if we can find a bit like for later for another for while I'm off stream. I'll
For sure.
find a video so I can see what kind of vibe it is. But if you say that also it's a kind of humor that might be a little tricky, then that may
Sure,
be
yeah.
something to think about. Okay, so maybe for tomorrow night, um, I mean we could just do like a listening to music, talking about life thing. I guess if you're interested, if you said that the music listening thing is
Yeah, because it's nice. Just finding new songs to listen to through the stream. Like, whenever you play your playlists, I always discover a new song to listen to, so that's always nice.
okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like having music discovery be a function. That's good. Okay. So yeah, maybe we can do something like that. We'll do some. Well, so tomorrow night, guys, if you're around and you want to hang out, come by. We're gonna listen to music and talk about life. We'll talk about BTS. We'll talk about K-pop. We'll talk about hip hop. We'll talk about everything. We'll just continue the conversation, and then soon I want to try to see if I can have I'm gonna just have some guests on soon, but I'm not sure when and how. So it's gonna take a second, and who. But are there any conversations, Nora, maybe that you feel like maybe that would be an interesting conversation to have, to bring in person in and stuff?
I think every time that you have any sort of discussion, it kind of all leads back to kind of the same things, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so like and like also in every stream you kind of cover a variety of topics. So even if I say, oh, you should talk about this, you're going to talk about that, and then we're going to end up talking about a bunch of other things, which is really, really nice as well, because you're really good at having that segue between, oh, we are talking about this and that, and then we're also going to talk about this and that now. So
Right.
I think a nice topic, especially now with like summer coming in, we have really good music coming out. It would be fun to see if there's a way to talk about just like planning for your summer. Like obviously with the pandemic, it's a little
Ooh.
harder now. But like, do you want to go out for a picnic every week, or like, do you want to go do this and that? Like, that would be fun as well,
Right.
especially since we're kind of transitioning back into being able to go outside and stuff.
Okay. That might be interesting. I mean, I don't know if I have a lot to say about that, but it would be a cool thing to sort of chat about. Folks are also saying maybe talking about hip hop and stuff, which I think would be
For
pretty
sure.
interesting, like a hip hop history kind of thing. But all that also is the kind of thing that I'm not really like. I feel like I would be better suited to refer you guys to things. Um, but maybe if we're like listening to music and talking, then that could be a thing. Folks are saying army artistry as well. I loved your
But
fashion rants. I have fashion rants. That's true.
when yeah, when was it that you were looking at that website and you were just talking about the different clothes and stuff that you wanted to buy? That was really cool too.
Oh, Nora, you're so kind. Um, maybe we could do something fashion related, but that's a little bit. Maybe we could do some sort of
You
something
also
that's
like
something.
like with fashion and music together, if that makes sense. Like just trying to like
You know what? You know what would be cool? This is something that I was thinking about doing for a while. It's like maybe like the best BTS's best like outfits. That would be a fucking cool stream, I think.
per era as well, or just like overall, like fat
Just
like airport
just
fashion.
overall like best most yeah, airport fashion, photo shoots, etc., etc. Like the best BTS fashion moments. That would be a cool stream. That would be a cool stream, guys. I feel like that would be a banger. And I need to find somebody who would be proper to talk to about that. That crop top I wore earlier was cool. Thank you guys. Thank you. Put it in my calendar.
Your outfit earlier was really cool.
Thank you. I was just wearing a crop top and short shorts. It was really just like I wouldn't have even match those because I don't feel like those colors. I don't like the way that those colors look together. But
You pulled it off though. It looked good.
thank you. Why are you so nice, Nora? I thought you were gonna come on here and give banter. I think you're being very kind.
That's the thing that Cheery said is that the way I act when I message people and when I'm on chat, it's very different than how I carry myself.
No, I
Uh,
understand. You're a very kind person. That's good. There's no need to feel weird about that.
Thank you.
Wait. So where are you from, Nora? You're from Mexico?
No, I'm from California, but I lived in Mexico for a couple years, but
No.
California,
What
yeah,
part of Mexico?
Tijuana, just like by the border.
Tijuana. Wow. Okay. Very cool. And then you're living what part of Cali now?
NorCal, it's in the mountains.
You're in the mountains. That's kind of sick. That's kind of
It
sick.
snowed last weekend. I think I mentioned it, but it was snowing, which is awful right now because I'm ready for the summer.
Okay. Well, that's fun. I mean, honestly, that's not that fun, but it's fun. I'm ready for the summer. I think the summer's probably going to be pretty nice over there since it's in cooler temperatures.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Okay. Well, Nora, you've just given me two splendid ideas for the next, let's say maybe two streams. So tomorrow night we'll have a listening to music and chatting party.
Yeah.
Where folks can donate for specific requests and stuff. I can talk about the music as well. And then maybe Friday we'll maybe have a chat about BTS's best fashion. How's that?
I'm excited for that. Yeah. That sounds.
Alright.
Yes, I am Norteña. Yeah.
Norteña Nora. Nora.
You can. When I
Norteña.
speak Spanish, you can definitely tell because my Spanish is very much what's it called? Uh, Americanized. Very very white
Oh,
sounding.
okay. Well, podemos tratar. Ok. Entonces,
Ah,
enseña tu acento para nosotros, para nuestro stream.
ok. Pues por vivir en los Estados Unidos, mi español no es tan bueno por tratar de ser americana y tratar de ser alguien
Mhm.
que no es mexicana por la idea que mexicanos no pueden sobresalir contra los americanos. Pero estoy aprendiendo, estoy
Okay.
practicando. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A mí también. Okay. Qué bueno, qué bueno. Well, very cool. Very good chat with Nora at the end. I'll have Nora we'll do like we'll plan a stream out of some kind sometime soon. Maybe we'll do a chat or we'll do some sort of reading. I know we talked about reading, so.
Mhm.
Until then, Nora, I'm gonna call it the stream. I'm gonna call it the end of the stream tonight. Any last things, messages, ideas you want to say before we go?
Tune in to the TXT comeback,
Is that
May
tomorrow?
31st.
May 31st.
No, May 31st. Album of the year, I think.
Well,
It's
we'll see
coming.
about that.
It's coming. No, I
It's
believe
gonna
in
be
it,
really
but
sick. It is really good. That credit list looks like
that's the
unbelievable.
thing. They always have great albums. I don't think I've ever been upset with any of their songs.
For
so
sure.
I'm excited.
For sure.
Yeah, just take care of yourselves. It's a little rough. I understand for a couple people. It's just exactly what you need to do is take care of yourself, put yourself first, and just enjoy, music, life, whatever you want to do. Um,
Right.
I, that's something a lot of people need to
It's
start
deep.
practicing, including myself. Yeah.
Very deep,
Uh,
Nora. Always coming through with the deep ideas. I
Thank
very
you.
much respect it. I respect it, Nora. Okay. Wow. I've been outshined. I've been outshined by a guest once again. And Nora was just barely here. Okay. Well, very cool. See you guys then. Thank you so much for this little chat, Nora. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay?
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Oh shit! I didn't make a these nuts joke. Fuck.
Well, that's what happens. See ya.
Really?
You're not going to get your chance either. Bye. Good night, everybody.